I used to wear makeup every day, including like false lashes and contact lenses. Nowadays, I truly believe that makeup is best reserved for things like movie productions, photo shootings, or sometimes special events. I only wear makeup for very special occasions, like for example my recent weddings, and I've never felt more confident in my skin. And today I wanted to share with you guys the tips and tricks I use in order to achieve these results. But I will not share the typical curl your lashes advice, but I will rather share some more deeper advice and more unusual advice that you guys maybe don't know yet. Let's get started. My tip number 1 is that beauty may attract, but it doesn't make people stay. What do I mean by that? If someone values you only for your looks, and this goes for relationships and friendships as well, then it's not really long lasting, because beauty for all of us, it's gonna fade away. At least that's typical beauty standards. So what I like to do is when I meet new people, I actually sometimes go extra minimalistic. I go to restaurants with them with very easy clothing, with no makeup, with no styling, because I also want to see a bit if they really love me for who I am, or just hang out with me, you know, like for the looks and for the situation. I, for example, also met my now husband during my most extreme minimalist phase, and there I realized how absolutely amazing it is when someone really truly loves you and he doesn't care how you look and, you know, like your outer appearance. So I wish for everyone to have these real true connections in the life. I also sometimes see it with my friends, with my girlfriends. They feel confident around me. They also don't wear any makeup, and I feel like that's kind of the connections and the friendships we should all have in our lives. Tip number 2 that really helped me is to learn how to talk to everyone. So there is this phenomenon that you can literally talk to people for like 30 minutes or so without telling something from you when you keep asking them like why or what questions. And I found that actually very interesting. I read some books about it. There's books like How to Talk to Everyone, I think it's called. Carmen from editing here, this is absolutely not how it's called. I will put you the real book here, and now let's go on with the video. And I just found it very cool to be able to literally go anywhere, talk to anyone, because you can literally learn something from everyone. And I feel like when you're one of these people who are very good to have conversations with, then honestly people don't really look at you that much. I feel like for your outer appearance, because they just really enjoy having you around. You're good to have a chat with, you're nice with people feel good about you. Of course, for deeper friendships, it's important that they also ask you questions, and it's not only you who leads the conversation. But I just feel like this is so much more important, how you make other people feel, than how you look for, you know, like good friendships or having a good time with people. Then the next one is a bit connected, and then I start with my other tips, but this topic is really so important, so I want to give a third point on this, and it's to read and to study and to kind of be interesting and have something to talk about. And this doesn't have to be like the news or, you know, like chit chat. What are the Kardashians doing? It can literally be everything, because I feel like once you start a conversation with people, you can really talk about a lot of things once you have these deeper conversations going. I, for example, right now do my bachelor's, and I do some research in the AI topics and solopreneurship. And yeah, honestly, every time I talk about it with someone, people get very interested because it's really something that they don't know about much yet. Also, for example, YouTube, it's interesting for them because they don't know it yet. They want to hear your perspectives. So I feel like, when you test out, when you also read and try out new things, you have something to share. And I feel like when you reach this level that you have an interesting conversations, looks are not so important anymore. So to sum up these first 3 points, it's really to have more fun, to have more real conversation, to smile a lot, to enjoy life. And I feel like this is really so much more important than all the looks. And when you're not able to do that, maybe the next tip is something for you, and it's to go off the internet. Literally try to find people on the street who look like these people on the internet. No one does. We all have our flaws, and that's amazing, you know. Please don't try to imitate people on the internet. I feel like when we get catched up on social media or like Instagram, we feel like, oh my gosh, she has this beautiful hair, she has this amazing skin, but literally go on the street, try to look for these people. It's very few, you know. And if you really observe your life, you will find out that in real life it's not so much about the looks. As I said in the beginning, it can maybe attract, it can maybe be a conversation starter because you want to talk to someone who looks cute or has a cute outfit. It's always good for that reason, but then it's really not about that anymore. And real life is really not about having this perfect skin or the amazing hair. It's about so much more. So please, if you have problems with this, just go off the internet, stop this video, go out to real life, and you will see that it's not actually as important as you maybe think so. Okay, now as I made my point clear with this, don't care too much about the look, let's look about the points that I would recommend that are a bit more connected with the appearance. What I just always like to do is to think about appearance a bit more long term. The reason why I don't like to wear makeup is because I literally have to do it every morning. With my hair, it's a little bit better, you know, you wash them every 2 or 3 days. It's a little bit easier, but with the makeup, you literally have to put it on in the morning, take it off in the evening. And for me, that's just, I don't like it. It's not me, and I like to think about it a bit more long term. So what I do really recommend, first thing is workout. Workout is so amazing and important, not only for your looks. This is more a result of working out, but you know, it's very good for your mindset. It's good to disconnect. So what I really like to do is, of course, go with Ivy, with my dog, outside. We have long walks. It's not really workout, but it's being outside. So I would actually say this point is about working out and like being outside, just moving your body. I also like to do strength training. I feel like it's very important, especially the older you get, that you have a good posture, that you do some strength training. And as I said, the result is a good look, but actually it will also give you more confidence. You will look better, feel better, sometimes even after workout and after being in the cold for a while, you get these red cheeks, which looks very fresh, and you don't need any blush for that even. So the next tip is to be high maintenance in order to be low maintenance. And this basically means that you get beauty treatments and stuff like that, that lets you look nicely more long term. I am not the biggest fan of this, but I would much rather prefer to do beauty treatments that are more long-term rather than using makeup every day. What I, for example, use, and I really love it, is micro needling on my skin. It really makes my skin feel fresh and glowy. There's also other treatments, like for example, you can lift your lashes, you can lift your eyebrows. I would say when you want to use this, focus on the feature that you really love in your face. You know, I feel like we all have these things that we love about ourselves that we rather don't like so much. So if you love your eyebrows, maybe you get them done perfectly, but then leave out the rest. And please always try to make it look natural. Save up for the good artists, look up for people who had good experiences with that, because it can also go the other way around and make you not look so good anymore. Now here's a very unusual tip for looking good, and it's meditation. I personally do Kundalini yoga, and that's a lot of mantras that you sing with your mouth. You focus on your breathing, you focus on that sounds that your voice creates, and honestly, everyone I asked who tried Kundalini, they told me that they got instant feedback, that people say, oh, you know, you have this nice glow about you. What is it? So maybe it's something you can try out. Kundalini yoga, it's free. You can find it on the internet. You can read about it, and yeah, highly recommend it. I feel like it really gives you a more radiant glow. One very nice hack is also the 2 out of 3 rule. And what it means is basically that there is 3 things about your appearance. It's your clothes, it's your hair, and it's your makeup. And you should rather choose 2 from the 3 on your day-to-day basis in order to not look over styled. You can do 3 on special occasions. You can also go with less. On casual days you can go with just 1, just do your hair, obviously get dressed, but not as crazy. And these 2 out of 3 rules, for me, I think it's really important in order to look nice but effortlessly. Talking about these 2 out of 3 rules, I recently found something that, of course, probably many of you already know, but I just discovered it for me, and it's the no heat curls that I do overnight. I use old socks from my boyfriend that are very long, and I put it to my hair, and it creates these crazy curls. I mean, honestly, and even my boyfriend, he really likes it when I put the sock in. I don't think he knows that I use his socks. He just sees, you know, this nice hairstyle and he's like, oh, that looks so cute. So if you use something else than a sock, it can even serve you as a nice hairstyle. I always do it also when I go outside with Ivy, because my hair tends to go very flat when I go outside and there is a lot of humidity, which is now in autumn. So I always put it in when I go out with her, and then I come back, and because of this humidity, I have the most perfect curls when I take it out and with no heat. Okay, and then lastly, of course, we have to talk about how to now really look in your face good without wearing makeup. And the key point here is really your skincare. Now, you maybe think I have perfect skin, you don't, I'm just lucky, and I was thinking like that as well, but I don't think it's only luck. I used to have very bad skin, and I would say the number one reason for this was my very bad diet. I'm not saying if you don't have nice skin you have a bad diet, no, but for me that was just the cause, you know. I used to do a lot of workout and I took a lot of protein powder, and this was really the number one thing that ruined my skin. I had so many pimples on my skin, and it was really mainly this one thing. Also, of course, I try to eat a very good diet, but I feel like that's more for the glow of the skin. But in order to clear, I feel like we really have to find this thing that makes it more clear. I'm not an expert on this, but you know, just keep trying, keep searching. For example, for me, it was also that I clear my skin with water only. My skin literally does not tolerate any cleanser. I used to have one, it was kind of okay, but my skin is just best when I wash it only with water. I know this is a bit controversial, so maybe say, oh, it's not hygienic, but for me it's just what works. I do it, I really like it. So please just don't give up until you find that thing that helps you to really have good skin. And then I also think diet plays a huge role, but more like in the glow up of your skin. You know, for example, I eat a lot of leafy dark greens from my mom's garden, and I eat berries. I just try to include as many vegetables and some fruits also into my diet, and I feel like that really helps you to have also this nice glow. And then what also gives a very nice look is to wax or razor your skin. I personally prefer to wax it, although my skin is sensitive. This is something it tolerates. I use small waxing stripes and I just remove all the hair. And then for the skincare, I just have one tip, and it's my glycerin serum. It's similar than hyaluron. It locks in the moisture, or it helps you to lock in the moisture. It really gives you like this very nice I'm lacking the words. Plump. Could be so easy. that your skin looks plump because the moisture is locked in. So I prefer glycerin serum over hyaluron. I think hyaluron, it's not so long lasting for me. For me, glycerin works better, but again, try what works for you. Also, vitamin C can give you nice results. One thing I don't use anymore is the retinol serum, because I thought I had good results from it, but somehow when I left it away, I didn't see any difference. The only thing I really see a difference in is the glycerin serum, so that's why I keep using it. Okay, so I hope this was somehow a bit helpful. I also try to keep my videos a bit more natural, because I feel like these scripted videos, I am a bit tired of it. So I try to keep it a bit more natural. I hope you guys like it. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!